It's not that bad. Like, I only play for 1 hour a day. At the end of a long day of hard work, yeah, it's not that bad, trust me. I for sure do not spend 3 or 4 hours every afternoon after school or work just mindlessly playing video games and not even having fun anymore. I actually deserve it. You know, like, I work hours every day. I've studied for 2 hours straight and I've played 5 hours worth of video games, and I can't stay off them because they reassure me so much. But at least I got that golden weapon, that status, you know. Not everyone has that. That's something. I wanted to talk about something that, in my opinion, is really important. It's one of the addictions that plague the young generation so much these days, and is the one of video games. Why is this addiction so dangerous, and why does it exist in the first place? I believe that we played video games so much, especially when we were younger, because they gave us a sense of purpose that nothing else gave us. For example, when you're tryharding, when you're tryharding on a video game and you finally beat the boss and you finally get that skin that you really wanted for your character, and it symbolizes that you have achieved a higher level in your game, you're feeling really good. Why? It doesn't mean anything in the real world, does it? But why does it feel good? Because you feel that you have accomplished something and you feel purposeful. You feel good because you have the status of something that has set goals and achieved them. And that is the only thing that you need. In my experience, video games weren't that big of a deal, okay? I used to spend hours playing them every day, but they were not something that really plagued me as much as many people have experienced. Some people, you all know some people who spend the whole night playing video games or the whole afternoon, and that is not healthy at all, trust me. Because one common excuse is, I just play to unwind and to relax, but you're not really relaxing and you're not really having fun either, so it's not worth the downsides of it, which are losing lots of time, becoming not hyperactive, but lowering your dopamine baseline, because it's so addictive. I swear, video games are so addicting that sometimes in the past 1 year I've fell victim to video games once again. Because it has been 4 years since I've stopped playing video games unconsciously. I've stopped binge playing video games 4 years ago, but they still catch up to me sometimes. And it has been months though since I have got one of these periods, and I think I've discovered why. So I don't think it's going to be a problem anymore, not as much as it was before. So this was my experience, and now I want to talk about why are they bad for you. I've already listed the fact that you lose so much time, you don't have a great attention span, but I think the most fucked up thing video games cause to you is a lack of motivation towards real life goals. And why is that the case? Why is this the case? You know, you're not really doing something specifically harmful for your body, like, I don't know, like eating junk food or being lazy. That is harmful towards your body. So why would video games be harmful? Because they strip away from you that energy that tells you to go and make things happen, to make your dreams come true, to accomplish the goals you have set. They strip this away from you. Why? Because you can just have the status and the feeling of accomplishment from defeating the final boss on a game that you've been playing for hours every day for a month. That gives you the same exact feeling. If you get the same exact feeling from something that you can do while sitting on your couch while eating chips, why would you go and do the hard work? You won't. You actually will not go and do the hard work because you can get the same feeling sitting on your couch. And this, I think, is the biggest downsides among all downsides of video games. If I convinced you to stop playing video games or to lower the amount of time that you spend in the day playing them, I want to give you some tips and tricks that you can use so that this addiction is not as bad as it is now. So I just went cold turkey. It basically means just stopping a habit. I just uninstalled, Call of Duty from mobile from my phone, and I just really stopped playing video games. People who actually have consoles like PS5 or Xbox are going to have such a harder time quitting them because it's right there. They spend their money on games, on the console, and I think that it's way harder because you have some emotional attachment to these objects, so I wouldn't really know what advice to give to you. But what I can tell you is you can just apply the same rules that you apply in the gym to reducing the amount of time that you spend playing video games. So you can just do a deload, if yesterday you spent 5 hours playing video games, just stay 3 hours or maybe even 4 hours and you have still made progress. And progressively deload the time spent playing video games, and you will eventually be playing video games for such a small amount of time that it's not healthy, but it's not even that bad, so you can focus on other things. There will be days, in some weeks when you don't play at all, and some days when you relapse and you play 5-6 hours in one day, but it's going to be okay. If the trend is the one where you reduce over time the time that you play video games, you're going to be fine, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I think this is all, and y'all have a nice day. Bye bye.